Me know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing a waste, nothing a dash way.
Wagwan, what's great? Chef here John Morris again, man, presenting to you how to make Scotch bonnet maple glazed ham. Yeah, man, I ate. So you heard the two, right? Scotch bonnet from Jamaica and maple from Canada. So we fuse the two to get that real, authentic Jamaican and Canadian feel to it. You know what I say? You know, ham is a bit salty, so we just use the sweetness from that maple syrup to kind of even out the saltiness of the ham. And also the Scotch bonnet, so we got a little sweet and savory going on. So you know the tongue is in for a treat. So stay tuned and see what I want. So here we have a smoked seasoned pork shoulder, right? So that smokiness in it, that's what you want, right? So remove the plastic from your ham, right? You need the bone in ham. You don't want to trim the fat or anything, because a lot of people, you tend to like the fat of the ham, right? I know we are Jamaicans, so the first thing we're going to be doing is wash our ham. That's one of the first steps of good cooking. When you wash your meat, to get away that rawness. So comment below if you wash your meat and poultry. Just gonna put that down in our baking tray. What you need to ensure now, when you're making your ham, because we have the syrup, or if you're using honey, ensure that you have a disposable baking tray, because this is a lot of cleanup. You know, sugar burns. You don't have to worry about adding too much seasoning to this because it has its natural flavor. But you want to just kind of mild out that saltiness with some sweetness to it, right? So this is how we're gonna start it off. Just gonna pour over that your orange juice, just like that. So here I have some fresh thyme that I washed, and we're just gonna drop a few in there. You add some natural flavor to this, you know. I'm gonna go in with some pimento, about 5 to 8 grains, not too much. Just crush them a bit, bring out that aromatic flavor, you know what I say. Just gonna add half of an onion. So we're gonna pop this in the oven for 2 hours. And in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to prepare the glaze, and then we're gonna wrap this now in a file wrap. Alright, so I just realized I don't have any file paper, right? How unfortunate. But guess what? Mommy always say, no, use your hand make fashion. However, I have a second container. Just gonna put that over because you want this to be sealed up, right? So right now me just try a thing with this. Just gonna fold it under there. We just wanna cover that so it doesn't dry out the ham. Kinda tuck it under. Thumbs up if you like my homemade file paper. Yeah man, alright. Just gonna pop this in the oven for 2 hours. So after which, we'll be right back. So forward, let me show you how to deal with the glaze. So here we have the Scotch bonnet pepper already washed. Just move the stems. Gonna add that into our blender. So you use Scotch bonnet according to your spice tolerance. I'm using 2 Scotch bonnet here. And here is the famous maple syrup. We just blend that. So we're just gonna put this on the stove top just to thicken the syrup a bit. So we're just gonna reduce this a bit to get that maple syrup a bit thicker, right? And if you don't want it to be too spicy according to your tolerance, the seeds are where all that spice are contained. So what you need to do, just core the pepper and remove a bit of the seed for milder sauce. But trust me, the spicy and sweetness, delicious. 2 hours in the oven thus far. Gonna cut on an angle. So put about 4 lines across. What this does now is to help to add flavor in your ham, right? Gonna go across, so we're doing a diamond cut. We're just gonna repeat this all around. Now we're gonna go in with some whole cloves, right? And this is like of the cinnamon family. This adds so much flavor to it. We'll just punch in the cloves. So you see where we stick our ham with the cloves? And it has that kind of pineapple sort of look, right? And we'll stick that right into the skin of the ham, just so to hold in place. and we didn't slice this until after we pre-cook it so that it didn't dry out during the first set of cooking. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add on our garnishes and finish that off with our Scotch Bonnet maple syrup. You see that syrup gotten thicker? That's what you want, as it has reduced drastically, right? I'm just gonna baste the ham with that, generous with it all around. So bake this for 2 hours already. Gonna pop this back in the oven for an additional 2 hours, just so to get that soaked through those cuts, right? And caramelized to get a nice look on it. Look at that, nice and sticky ham. That's what you want to see. Next up, we're gonna go in with our pineapple. Just gonna go with one right on top here, and of course some maraschino cherry. Just get a toothpick and we're gonna go in. I put this at last minute because we want it to have that look, because you know we're all about presentation, so we don't want to cook it out. You just put the cherry in between your pineapple and you just pick it. This adds more flavor to it, and for garnishing purposes just the same. So comment below, let me know how you make your ham, right? There's so many ways of making your ham. You just have to think outside the box and think of ingredients that you like, because as I said before, the ham doesn't need much seasoning because it naturally have that salty and smokiness going on. So all you have to do is just balance it off with some sweetness, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Gonna add the rest of that syrup on top, so when these bake uncovered, get that nice caramelized look on there. Family and friends will love this. Every 5 to 10 minutes, you're just gonna baste like this, just to get that nice glaze all around and to caramelize it beautifully. After which, we'll be right back. And there you have it. Look at that. Pineapple's nicely caramelized. You have a nice, beautiful glaze. And don't you worry about these spots being a bit dark. That's the maple syrup in its caramelized stage, right? Just gonna remove this from our pan. All this juice, just gonna put that in a pot and reduce that. Then use that for your gravy. Just allow it to thicken a bit, strain it, and you're golden. So we literally add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with 1 teaspoon of water. Add that to the remaining of our juice and give it a stir. Just allow that to thicken. Serve this up with your friends and family. Have a Merry Christmas, a happy and prosperous New Year when it comes. And there you have it, how to prepare Scotch Bonnet maple glazed ham here on Morris Time Cooking Ed. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and do remember to hit that subscribe button for more amazing videos like these. Until next time, safe travel upon the gravel and go and big up on yourself.